The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. Got a little room. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and just spectacular work from the return unit on that one. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. Knocked down immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to pass on second down. Holds on, it's more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Quarterback empties his backfield. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Smith. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate. They got it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
Behind to crease. It's Marshall.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Handoff to the lone back. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Throwing, Underwood. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. He stopped.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his man down the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. give. Hard running there. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Edwards. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Working the ground game. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Touchdown, Sparty. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 9, set to kick this one.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Marsh. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the counter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Breaks through. It's Marshall. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Second and long here. Underwood. He's got him this time. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't...
Caught, and he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws to the back. Left side, it's Edwards. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Play action with Underwood. Flush to the left. He turns it loose to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Underwood. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking long. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On target. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Out wide right, it's McCray. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, the Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolls right. Unloads to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Edwards. Turning it on. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Wolverines.
times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. Myers on the move. Myers left side, it's Smith. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They were all over it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Taken down right away. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. He's past the sticks. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Snapped on 4th down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the run, it's Marshall. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into it.
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.